Diane from AuntDi's Crafts, and welcome. With Christmas just being technically around the corner, I'm going to show you today on how to change just about any image in, or take almost any image in Design Space. It's too early in the morning, and make it a card. Quick, easy, simple. Let's get over to Design Space and check it out. Here in Design Space is I went over to Images and I went into the category of Christmas so I can search different Christmas related. But if you didn't know about the categories, you just push it and you've got all these different categories that it's already broken up into for you. So it's wonderful. So I've picked this house. So now that you found your image, let's duplicate it and get the card made. Pretty simple. You need to make it bigger because you want to make it about the size of a card. I think we're going to go like 5. Let's go 5 inches wide. Perfect. Now what you need to do is you need to first ungroup it because you need all the layers to break up, and we are going to get them out of there. So let's just move these layers out of the way because what you want is the basic card. You want to duplicate this basic card, and because we're going to be matching it up, we are going to need to flip it. Once we know which way we want our card to go, and I'm going to attach it up here, so I need to flip it. Oh, I flipped that one. That's fine. So okay, so what we need to do is we need to get it so the two of these touch. So bring it in if you need to. And move them right together. Like so. Now, once it's in the right position, you're going to select the two images and we're going to weld them together. That makes them one image, one picture. So now we have just one image right there. What you need to do though, so it folds properly, is we need to add a score line. Very simple to do. So we click the score line. Which is right here. Now I need to rotate it. So we are going to rotate it 90 degrees and move it into the center that you want it into. Let's bring it in closer so we can see it. So let's move it right into position. And then once you have it exactly where you need it to be, you could do that wasn't supposed to move. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select my image and my score line. I'm going to align it center. It aligns it right into the center spot. And then you need to attach it so that when it cuts out, now the score line will cut out with it. And that's it. Bring everything back. And you can go ahead and reposition everything on your card, and you see that once we cut it out, we're going to have a card. Next step is to go and make it. So let's turn around and put it onto the mat so Design Space will split everything up into the different colors that we need. So now we need to take it over to the Make It, where it is now sorted out our different layers onto different mats. This is where you can change your size of your paper, which mine's probably going to be all 8.5 by 11s. So I'm just going to do that. You don't really need to, but just to show you, I will. This is also if you need it to mirror your image, this is where you would do it. So now everything is set on my mat, ready to go. So I have our light grid mat to get started, and the color they are asking for is brown. So I will push continue, find my machine, and just got to give it a minute. It's now working on the material. Set my material. I'm just going to set it to medium. Okay, so I will load this in. I need to open my scoring wheel because I've yet to use it. This is a first for me. So let's just get it open. And pop it out, put it in place. Excited to use it for the first time. Lock it and push go. And it's just checking to see if I have the proper tools. And it's showing that I do, and it's scored it already. So now it's telling me to change, because as you can see, it's telling us to change fine point blade. So we'll put this blade back in and push. Checking to see what blade I have. And now it's going to cut. While it's doing that, we have, so with the maker, you have a fine point blade too. There's another one. There's our scoring wheel. There's our cutting wheel, and with the scoring wheel you have an attachment here that does a double score. It's got two wheels. Anyways, so now we're going to unload, remove your excess paper, or however you choose to do it. I like to flip over and remove the mat from the paper so it doesn't curl the paper so much. So there's our base. The next color, it says we are doing the white. The only thing I did different is I've got sort of a glitter white here. So I do need to go back to the computer, and I'll show you once I load that in. We need to go back over here to the computer and change our material. So go to the arrow and let's browse all material. Go to cardstock, find glitter, click it, and then we're done. And now we can load this in. Like so, and push go. Okay, now that that's done, next one, so what we need to do, this is going to have little pieces. Well, no, not so much. That cut's so nice. Look how nice that cut. Isn't that beautiful? Can you see? Any of the sparkle there? I don't know if you can. There you go. So to be very careful, I like to lift sometimes with either just my pick or I'll use one of the spatula. So let's just very carefully lift this off. We don't want it to rip. And the next color we need is our green. So I've got my green. I'm going to load it onto my mat once again. Give it a little push. Load it into the machine. Back to medium cardstock. And push go. All done. Once again, just pull them off. Some came off with the paper, but that's okay. I'll just pop them out. Put them over here so we don't lose them all. Get the pick to pick off the other little pieces. That one's a garbage piece. And load our last color, which is the red. Give it a push, line it up, and we'll see what I mean. When I rolled the paper, pulled the paper off, it rolled my paper. So that's why I like to remove the mat from the paper, not the paper from the mat. I hope that makes sense. Load it in. And press go. While it's cutting, I'm going to tidy up. I love this little pouch that I picked up from Cricut. They're very cheap, but it has it so everything you need is in one place. You zip it and go. Everything I need is right there. Or when it's here on my desk, I just keep it open and fold it up, and there it is. But we are done with our machine. So let's get the last few pieces off the mat. Move our mat. I'm going to get one of my glue runners. That's all I'm going to use. And move all my stuff out of the way. So we have our base. And you just find your score line and fold it. So there's your card there. We're going to start putting these pieces together. I'm just going to use a tape runner. Small dollar store find. Okay. Put it on the right one. Make sure you've got the right side so things line up. And you just put it in place. Let's get the door. Door right there. And now we need a window. I'll put the window this way. And we got to put a piece of red on the door. You've got lines there, so you can line up your different layers when you get them on. And all you're doing is starting at the bottom and building. Is what we're doing. We're just building the layers. And now for these real fun ones, I'm just going to grab my tube of white glue if it's handy. And it is. Just simply because they're little pieces. And I get tweezers too to help me along the way. So we've got, how many? Got many green and a few red. We got 4 red, 6 green. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's start. Let's go red, green, green. Okay. So we can figure out exactly where we want them. I'm just going to place them on first. Actually, you know the way I think it's going to be done? I think it's this way. Yeah. Okay. Now I know which way it goes. I could have referenced the picture, but I didn't. Just going to put a tiny bit of glue on and put it in place. And that will dry there. You can also get out, anything you want to spruce this up. Something else I like to do normally with my cards is I'll cut out a piece of lighter color to put on the inside so that I can write on it, because writing on dark brown would be a little difficult to see. Didn't quite get clean up. Yeah, that's good enough. Now let's get the red in. My goodness gracious, that's a lot of wind outside right now. So also, as you can see, it's wise to have many different adhesives on hand, because it really depends on what project you're doing, what size the paper is, what you're attaching it to, as to what adhesive you're going to need. My 2 main go-tos are a tape runner and just plain old white glue. Okay, so that's done, and the last piece, I'm just going to run a piece of tape runner around it, and it goes up here on the chimney. And lo and behold, that is how you turn an image from Design Space into a card. So someone would get it, open it, and you'd have your sentiment inside. So there you go, guys. That is how you can take any, well, most images, not any images. There are some images you can't do this with. But you can take, I'm going to cover that clock because it's not the right time. But you can take an image in Design Space, like this house, and now you've got a cute Christmas card to send out to people. So until next time, guys, take care. Please, please, please subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot. And remember to like my videos. Bye, guys, and happy crafting.